Welcome, everybody, to Calihan Hall here in the heart of Detroit for WXOU Sports' presentation of women's basketball in this Metro Series matchup between your Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Detroit Mercy Titans. Welcome, everybody. My name is Giovanni Moceri, here for play-by-play, and to my side here is Harjun Buttar, here for your color, to bring you this edition of the Metro Series here on WXOU. So, Harj, why don't you give everybody a heads up? What are we getting into for today's game?
I would be very disappointed, Joe, if this was anything less than a tight battle. It's a rivalry game. They're two teams that have winning records. They're two teams that have played very well down the stretch this season. But I think both teams have a lot to work on. I think this is a good game to show who's who and what's what. Oakland comes into this game off a tough loss to the Purdue-Fort Wayne Mastodons, where the three-point attack for the Mastodons was just unstoppable, and Oakland didn't really have an answer for it. Meanwhile, the Detroit Mercy Titans, come into this game off a very, very, very important win over the Youngstown State Penguins. It's their first win over the Penguins in, what did you say, Joe?
10 years.
10 years. So that's got to be a massive boost of energy and a massive boost of confidence for Kay Doctor and her group. One thing that Oakland's going to have to watch out for is number one, Irene Murua. She leads the entire Horizon League in rebounds. And number two, right behind Murua, is Emma Trowley Porta. Both the Spaniards coming into this game for the Detroit Mercy Titans have been absolute beasts off the glass. And Oakland's going to have to take some good shots and not let Detroit Mercy run in transition off the rebound. It's going to be a very important game for Oakland. They're going to have to get back in the Horizon League running, and this is probably a good game to start off your Horizon League away schedule with a dub.
Definitely. And one thing to mention with Emma Trowali Porta, got to watch out when you're shooting against her. Watch out for those blocks. She leads the Horizon League in blocks. Last year, she was the number one, and she was nationally ranked 18th in the nation in blocks per game. She's got 12 so far on the season, so definitely got to make sure that you watch out for her. Getting ready for tip-off here, the starting lineups for the Golden Grizzlies: Jasmine Dupree-Hebert, Linda Van Schaik, Brooke Quarles-Daniels, Markaya McCormick, and Kiani Westbrook. For the Titans, it's Imani McNeil, Irene Mudwa, Mayona Hooper, Emma Trowali Porta, and Amaya Birch. As we are getting ready for tip-off here on the Dick Vitale Court here inside Calihan Hall. We thank everybody for joining us on WXOU Sports for this edition in the Metro Series. The running so far, it is 10-2 in favor of Oakland, and the winner of this game will get 4 points in the Metro Series. The tip is up to the Golden Grizzlies, and we are underway here in Calihan Hall. Brooke Quarles-Daniels handles the rock at the top of the key, moves to the left, fakes the handoff, gives it to Dupree-Hebert. McCormick now has it. Slips over now to the left wing to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Kiani Westbrook for the elbow jumper. Rolls off to the left and is in the hands of Mudwa. And the Titans move quickly. Across the court here, it is McNeil. McNeil feeds it to Mudwa. Goes to the right, feeds it back up. Now back at the top in the hands of Hooper. Hooper guarded by Dupree-Hebert. Can't find a way to go. Moves around the screen to the left wing. Now in the hands of McNeil. Quarles-Daniels going for the steal, wrestling on the ground for it. Have to see who's going to be awarded the possession there. It was a wrestling match down there. It got to the ground real quick.
Yeah, credit to Oakland for that stout defense. They were cutting out the passing lanes for the Titans and didn't really allow them to get any offense going.
And the inbound was awarded to Detroit Mercy, but it was stolen by Quarles-Daniels. Up in the paint on the right side, gets the layup to start the scoring here in Detroit. Oakland up 2-0 with 9 minutes on the clock for the first quarter. Titans now moving across half court. Trying to get it across in a hurry. They make it across. McNeil has it. Drives all the way. Floater down the middle. Will go through to tie the game.
She used her speed there to slash through the passing lanes and get into the paint. Oakland didn't really see her, and she got an easy lay.
8:40 in the first quarter. 2-2. Golden Grizzlies have it. Van Schaik for three. Doesn't go through, off the back iron into the hands of the Titans. McNeil carries it with speed. Brings it back to the top. Now the left wing. Birch has it. Birch drives baseline. Double teamed by Golden Grizzlies. Called for a travel.
Yeah, that press defense there by Van Schaik and Dupree-Hebert completely collapsed on her, and she had no idea what to do.
Ball now inbounded in the hands of the Golden Grizzlies. Large, deep pass. Looking for Brooke Quarles-Daniels over the head of the point guard. Will fly out of bounds to get the ball back to the Titans.
Yeah, it was a good idea. Trying to stretch the field a little bit and make sure that Detroit Mercy can't get their defense set, but an errant pass.
Titans now have it. Hooper hands it to McNeil. McNeil sweeps across, now at the top of the key. Baseline is Mudwa against Van Schaik. Van Schaik falls down, not called for the foul. And it's an easy layup on the left side for the Spaniard.
Yeah, using physicality there to get easy looks in the paint.
McCormick has it, gives it to Westbrook. Over to Van Schaik, right wing. Sweeps it across to McCormick. Bounce pass to Keani Westbrook. Dream shake. Can't get it through off the left backboard. Be back to the Titans. 7:30, 4-2. Titans lead. And Hooper dashes inside, kicks it out to the left wing for three for the Titans. That's Imani McNeil.
When they closed on Hooper, they left McNeil wide open in the corner, and she took advantage of it.
Titans up by 5, 7-2 with 7:15 in the first quarter. Quarles-Daniels has it at the top, directing traffic. Takes her time, guarded by Hooper. Waiting for motion. Sweeps it across to McCormick on the right wing. To Van Schaik, right corner. Can't find an open passing lane. Keani Westbrook in the middle. Trouble with the pass. Still gets it up. Over the backboard. Unable to be offensively rebounded. Quarles-Daniels was going for it. It flies out of bounds. Looks like Oakland will be on the inbound. McCormick to take it. Van Schaik, left wing, feeds it immediately to Keani Westbrook. Couldn't get it up before the shot clock. That was at only about 2 seconds at the time of the inbound.
I think they made an extra pass there, and it cost them precious seconds, and obviously the offensive possession went to waste.
Titans now got it. Hooper with it. Guarded by Debray Hebert. Directing traffic, near wing. It's McNeil. Back to the top to Hooper. Hooper goes down the middle. Called on the foul on the way there. That's going to be on Quarles-Daniels. 7-2, 6:30 in the first quarter. Titans up early at home.
Quarter hasn't really been going Oakland's way. They're going to need to find some different looks from beyond the arc and try to get some offense going here.
Mercy with the inbound, takes it all the way around to the left side for the layup. Another foul called on Oakland.
And it's going to be on Linda Van Schaik. Got a little bit too physical there. But she's just trying to stop the physicality of Detroit Mercy.
And that will quickly bring Van Schaik up to 2 personal fouls. Free throws being awarded to Detroit Mercy. McNeil makes the first one. 8-2, 6:26 in the first quarter. Titans up big, looking to close the gap in the Metro Series. Second shot is up. Goes through as well. 2 for 2 from the stripe. Got substitutions here. Jasmine Dupree-Heber comes out for Maddie Skorupski, the former Spartan. And Markai McCormick will come out for Alexis Johnson.
It looks like Oakland's going a little bit bigger here. They're trying to get maybe a little more physical, get a little bit of height in the paint.
And on Van Schaik's way to cross half court, ball was kicked out of bounds by Birch.
Passing hasn't been on point for Oakland, and hopefully this doesn't become a problem later in the game.
Some conversation with the officials in the Golden Grizzlies. Van Schaik ready to inbound. Right away to Quarles-Daniels, making it across the shield. Moving to the right. Awaiting motion from her Golden Grizzlies, heads to the right wing. Quarles-Daniels still handles it. Skorupski fakes the three. Now top of the key. Backs up to Quarles-Daniels, feeds it to Alexis Johnson. Jump shot. No good from about 12 feet. Offensively rebounded by Keani Westbrook. Can she put it back in? Rolls off the top and back to the Titans.
Yeah, there's a lid on the rim there because those have been 2 really, really good shots for Oakland, and neither of them went in.
Alexis Johnson called for the foul there. Will give the ball peacefully back to the Titans, who will inbound it from the opposing baseline.
I don't think there's any peace in a rivalry. I think it's just an understanding.
Hooper takes it up for the Titans against Quarles Daniels. Pass to McNeil in the paint. Entry pass for number 15, Emma Trawali Porta. Score 11-2 with 5:35 in the first quarter.
Not looking good for Oakland right now. They haven't really been able to contain either the three-point shooters or...
Van Schaik for three, the near wing. Bobbles in and goes through for the Golden Grizzlies. Score now 11-5.
Hopefully that's the juice they need to spark this offense.
Trawali Porta now back into the hands of Hooper. Top of the key. Gives it to Birch. Birch looking for an open pass. Can't quite find one. Finds Mudwa in the paint. And it's a travel call on Mudwa. And we'll reset the play, giving it back to the Golden Grizzlies.
You had mentioned before the game, Joe, that the last matchup between Oakland and Detroit Mercy was based on turnovers and ended up in a last-second shot for the Grizzlies. If Detroit Mercy's turnover propensity is on display here, I think Oakland's going to have a good chance of taking this game.
Wild pass over to Van Schaik. Then the left wing for three. Van Schaik's got another.
They're responding with this transition three, and really Detroit Mercy hasn't been able to kind of contain Van Schaik and isolate her.
Score now 11-8. Oakland closing the gap here. Pass in the paint will fly out of bounds, intended for Mudwa. Flies out of bounds. They'll be given back to the Golden Grizzlies, but not before we approach the first media timeout. Under 5 minutes in the first quarter. Titans currently up 11-8 with 4:40 in the first quarter. We're going to send it back to the studio, and we'll be back for the rest of the first quarter and the rest of the game here on WXOU Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Calihan Hall here on WXOU Sports. It's women's basketball. The Titans up 11-8 with 4:40 in the first quarter. We thank you for joining us here on WXOU Sports.
Yeah, and it's been a good battle so far. I mean, something you'd expect out of a rivalry. Linda Van Schaik currently leads the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. She's kind of been hot from beyond the arc, and she has 6 points. Oakland still hasn't found an answer for Imani McNeil, and she's gotten 7 over the Grizzlies.
And we're back in action here. Maddie Skorupski with the inbound gets double-teamed. The leads Quarles Daniels wide open, and Van Schaik fakes a three and goes to Alexis Johnson in the left corner, who buries a three to tie the game.
I like the effectiveness of Oakland's offense right now. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Tied at 11 to open up the media timeout. Getting back to it, Titans have it. It's Paris Gilmore, falls to the ground, still keeps the ball, passes it to Jada Moorhead.
It's a lack of awareness by Oakland because there were 2 Grizzlies on that, and Detroit Mercy had it and just picked it up and went for the easy lay.
Quarles Daniels directing traffic here. Van Schaik on the right wing. Sweeps across to Skorupski, top of the key. Back to Van Schaik, right wing, wide open for three. Can't get it through. Score remains 13-11, Titans lead.
Good decision, poor execution.
3:40 in the first quarter. Entry pass to Mudwa against Van Schaik. Up to the middle of the right side, layup's no good. Picked up by Van Schaik. Golden Grizzlies carry it across. Looking for an open pass, Skorupski at the top. Makes her way inside. Goes for three from the top. Just off the right rim. And will fly out of bounds.
I think the entire intention was to get Miriam Abizem a touch there in the event that Skorupski didn't make it, but it just went completely haywire and went out of bounds.
Plenty of substitutions after this break in play. For the Golden Grizzlies, Markai McCormick and Madison Worrell Davis return to the court. As well as Michaela Jackson for the Titans. And Anika Kokorin for the Titans. Back to play here, far wing. Titans got it for three. Buries it. That is Anika Kokorin. Score 16-11, less than 3 to go in the first quarter. McCormick makes her way to the top. Guarded closely. Bounce pass to Skorupski, near wing. Alexis Johnson, and then all the way to McCormick again, far wing. Madison Royal Davis, shot clock at 5. Miriam Beezum in the middle. Can't get the shot up. The foul will be called.
Seems like there was a little bit of hesitation there from Beezum trying to put up the shot, and it didn't really go the way Detroit wanted it to, but you would have liked some points there on the board for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies.
And the foul will award them an inbound. Ooh, and Alexis Johnson trips over a teammate's foot, and a cutting Skorupski can't get the layup to go through. And the whistle will blow to stop the play. That will be a foul on Anika Kokorin. That will be her first personal foul. That will give Skorupski a couple of free throws. I believe there was some contact to the head there on her way to the cup.
That is Anika Kokorin's first points of the year. That three-pointer right there.
First free throw, no good for Skorupski, the former Michigan State Spartan. New addition to the Golden Grizzly squad this year.
Yeah, and Coach Susie Merchant said that Skorupski was one of the upstart players on that team. Just didn't get the minutes that, she may have deserved. And I think now a fresh start at Oakland is the best thing that she could have done for her college career.
And the Titans bring it back on offense in a hurry. Kokorin at the top will give it to Mudwa. Now to the far corner. That will be called for Madison Royal Davis defending the corner. Will be called for a foul.
Maybe got a little bit physical there.
That was against Amaya Birch, who will inbound it for the Titans. Some hesitation on the substitution, trying to get Kiani Westbrook back. And the ball is stolen on the inbound. It's McCormick. Layup can't go through, not high enough.
Well defended there by Kokorin.
Titans in transition. It's Mudwa. Spins around to the left side for a layup.
That's a mismatch there on height. Having the short Skorupski guard, the tall Mudwa was a recipe for disaster.
Mudwa projected to be second-team All-Horizon League before the season start. Back to the Golden Grizzlies. Miriam Beezum in the paint looking for a pass to Alexis Johnson. Will fly past her hands and out of bounds.
Just seems like Oakland really hasn't had any sort of flow or synergy on offense. They've missed passes. They've gotten easy layups. They've missed easy layups, and Detroit Mercy is forcing them to take tough shots that they really aren't making.
And that's why the Titans have the lead 18-12, 1:48 left in the first quarter. Titans bring it to offense in a hurry. It's Birch. Birch for a long jumper. Can't go through. Out of bounds, but off the hands of Van Schaik. Or not quite. Although it was close, Van Schaik will take the inbound for the Golden Grizzlies. From baseline to Quarles Daniels. Quarles Daniels with the rock. Heads towards top of the key. Hesitates left and right. Goes to the paint. Spin move. Hook shot, no good. And we'll be back to the Titans, who fly across. It's Birch again. Birch against Van Schaik. And the floater will be good from the right side.
It really seems like Detroit Mercy is pushing the pace right now, and Oakland hasn't had a good response or a consistent response to the Titans' offense.
And that'll be a timeout for Oakland. Acting head coach Dan Richard immediately grabs the whiteboard and says, or at least her body language tells me that she doesn't like what she's seeing so far.
I wouldn't like what I'm seeing so far if I was Oakland's coach either, because you have such talent on that offense and you just can't generate any sort of momentum. You can't put points on the board, and you got to change something about the way you're running your O. And I don't know whether that's going more towards jump shots, whether that's going more towards trying to create opportunities for Westbrook and Johnson that really aren't afforded for Oakland right now.
Be sure to subscribe to WXOU Sports on YouTube for all things sports from your favorite student radio station. Interviews, highlights, and full game broadcasts all uploaded to WXOU Sports. Just search WXOU Sports in YouTube and hit subscribe. Getting back into action here. Titans up 20-12 over the rival Golden Grizzlies in Calihan Hall with 1:16 left in the first quarter. Quarles Daniels got it. High pass to Kiani Westbrook. at the top here to Alexis Johnson, left side. Can't get into the post. Quarles Daniels in the paint will kick it back out to Alexis Johnson, but a travel will be called on Johnson.
It seems like Oakland's telegraphing their passes, and Detroit Mercy's pretty apt to it right now, because every single time an Oakland player gets the ball, there's a Titan right there to collapse it. There's no open buckets, and Detroit Mercy's not making it easy on Oakland's offense.
And with 1 minute left, the Titans got it. Hooper to McNeil. McNeil faking to go baseline. Kick it back out to Hooper at the top. Passes out to the left corner for three. Rattles out. Rebounded by the Titans. We'll kick it back out to Hooper for three. Can't get that one either. Flying to the rebound. Titans got it for a third chance at it. That one will go out of bounds in the hands of Birch. Lost control of it on the way up for the layup.
Detroit Mercy's rebounding prowess is on display right now. They're the number one rebounding team. Murua and Giovanni Porta are numbers 1 and 2 in the entire Horizon League in rebounding right now. Seems like Kate Octor's been able to find her offensive fail-safe.
And a long two for Detroit will rattle out to give it back to the Golden Grizzlies with 18 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot clock will end the first quarter. Quarles Daniels gives it to Kiani Westbrook at the top. Hesitating, 8 seconds left. Kiani goes in to the paint. Flipping each side across. Offensive rebound. Can she get a third chance at it? And the clock will expire before a shot is up for the Golden Grizzlies. Score after the first quarter, 20-12 in favor of the hosting Detroit Mercy Titans.
I mean, it's been a pretty exciting quarter, but it just hasn't gone the way that you would have expected it to go. Oakland hasn't had a response for Detroit Mercy's paint game, and when they do, it opens up the three. And as for Oakland's offense, it feels like they've completely taken out the paint as an option for the Grizzlies, and they're swarming the ball handler on the perimeter and in the mid-range. So Oakland's going to have to find a way to change up the offense going into the second quarter.
And we'll see what adjustments are made by both teams as we head to the studio after the first quarter. Titans up 20-12 over the Golden Grizzlies on WXOU Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Calihan Hall here for women's basketball on WXOU. The Golden Grizzlies are in Detroit and are now down 20-12 after the first quarter. Titans seem to be in control for this game. There's a steal attempt for the Golden Grizzlies, playing very aggressive beyond the arc. As Detroit Mercy will relax and get back to their offensive possession. To Hooper in the near wing. Feeds it over to Birch. Can't get the layup up. And will be taken by the Golden Grizzlies. Kiani Westbrook falling down, kicking it out to her teammate. The foul will be called to give it back to the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, Kiani Westbrook's height on display there, really punishing Detroit Mercy for not putting Murua on her, and she's making Detroit Mercy a little bit sapped out in the paint right now.
The 6'3" grad student proving to be an important piece for the Golden Grizzlies, as Quarles Daniels will be called for a travel as she spins her way in the paint for a floater, but it will not go through due to the travel. Still 20-12 here. 9:15 in the second quarter. Hooper's got it for Detroit. Moves around a ball screen. Loses the ball and back to the Golden Grizzlies. It's Markiah McCormick. In transition, kicks it out to Quarles Daniels. Long two. Too much power. Back into the arms of the Titans.
Daniels hasn't found any sort of rhythm on offense. It feels like in Horizon League play, she's just not able to get her shots up and not able to get those passes going.
Von Scheig up in the lane on the right side to get some points going for the Golden Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah.
20-14.
She saw that all day, and that was probably the easiest bucket Oakland's gotten all game.
Back now to Detroit. Hooper moves around a ball screen, kicks it out to McNeil. McNeil fakes going baseline, kicks it back out, and Oakland has been closing off all these passing lanes and disrupting the offense of the Titans.
Yeah, it seems like some of the adjustments that Coach Richards making are actually working out right now, and hopefully they continue, and hopefully what K Doctor does for the Detroit Mercy Titans also succumbs to this Oakland defense right now.
Makai McCormick sub down for Jasmine Dupree-Hebert. 20-14, 8:24 in the second quarter. Golden Grizzlies got it. Passing the shield for Quarles Daniels. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Kiani Westbrook. Left side, loses the ball. Can she get it back? It's a mosh pit in the paint. Waiting to see the official call. Like it would be a foul on Oakland. Trying to figure out what is quite going on here. Looked like they were going to give free throws, but
it looks like it's a foul on Detroit Mercy.
Yeah, the final result will be a Golden Grizzly inbound. Quarles Daniels finds Dupree-Hebert to Van Schaik at the top. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Van Schaik drives, kicks it out to in the paint. Miriam Abizam can't quite get it in. And it's back to the Titans, still 20-14. Detroit's got it. Gilmore moves to the left side. Long two from the left elbow will go through for Gilmore.
The difference in this game is Detroit Mercy's been able to find open looks, and Oakland just continues to go to the same offensive plays, and they just aren't working right now.
22-14. Titans lead 7:30 in the second quarter. Van Schaik has it near wing. Faking the three. Actually shoots it. Is Alexis Johnson off on the left. And we'll be back to the Titans in a hurry. In transition. Pass can't be handled. Off the hands of Jada Moorhead. And Golden Grizzlies bailed out in transition.
These fast break points that Detroit Mercy's putting up are weighing on the Grizzlies right now. And you would hope that the Grizzlies would have a response a little bit later in the game. But it seems like they're trying to develop one right now. It's going to take some time, but you can see the foundations and the fundamentals of something developing on defense for the Grizzlies.
Golden Grizzlies have it. Dupree-Hebert sweeps it across to Van Schaik on the near wing. Makes her way in, kicks it out to Dupree-Hebert for three. Can't get it in, rolls out. Quarles Daniels trying to get the rebound there.
It's going to stay with Oakland.
Not the last one to touch it. Substituting Emma Trawali-Porta will come in for Irene Mudwa.
Substituting big man for big man. That's a smart decision there for Octor.
Van Schaik has it. Top of the key, fakes the three, drives to the left side, gives it to Miriam Abizam, kicks it back out to Dupree-Hebert. Now in the right corner is Alexis Johnson for three. Too strong. Back to the Titans. Titans got it. Gilmore moves around, takes it by herself. Right-handed layup on the left side will roll by. Detroit keeps it. They have it on the far side. Whistle blown to stop the play.
That's going to be a foul on Oakland.
We'll reset. We'll give a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock for Detroit. Will be inbounded by Paris Gilmore. Alexis Johnson called on the foul. Substitutions for the Golden Grizzlies. Kennedy Montu needing to tag the media desk to officially substitute in for Alexis Johnson. Will be an inbound by Detroit Mercy. Gilmore can't get the pass and bounce swiped out by Quarles Daniels. And far side, there's some commotion here by the referees. It is still with the Titans.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was going to go Oakland's direction. Oakland had a last touch on it.
They've been aggressive on the inbound passes. Oakland getting their hands in the lanes, but Detroit will keep it. 13 on the shot clock. Gilmore gives it over to McNeil. McNeil's pass is stolen, intended for Trawali Porta. Kennedy Montu for three on the right wing. Rolls out. Oakley going for the rebound. They get it. They keep the possession. Montu fakes the three. Kicks out to Quarles Daniels. Coming out to the paint. Spins around. Can't get the layup up. And will be called on the travel again. Rather not a travel, but rather a foul on Paris Gilmore.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Paris Gilmore. Blocking. Miriam Beeson a little bit shaken up there on that one. She took a hard spill.
It's been a crowded paint all game long. Detroit's defense being formidable in front of the basket. Scores 22-14, 5:58 and before halftime. Brooke Quarles-Daniels will be taking free throws.
Oakland shooting 22% from the field right now. There's just a lid on this rim.
Be sure to stay tuned all season long for extended coverage of Golden Grizzlies athletics on WXOU. We're proud to be working with some of the finest managers, coaches, technical staff, and players that the NCAA has to offer. Continued support by you, the fans, help us to become better media and more refined representatives of young athletes living out their dreams. Back to possession here. Quarles-Daniels making one of the two free throws. And the Titans' possession met with some physicality. The foul will be called on Ibizum.
K-Doc, they're not happy with her team right now, specifically with Kaylah Jackson and the way she's been playing.
Birch will inbound it to Gilmore. Gilmore guarded heavily by Skorupski, almost able to steal it. Skorupski again on defense. Back now to the Titans. They're in the paint. It's Trawali Porta gets the layup.
She got a good move there on Ibizum and just had the advantage.
24-15. Titans up big. 5.5 before halftime. Quarles-Daniels at the top directing traffic. To Montu on the near wing. Sweeps it across to Skorupski. Deciding where to go. Quarles-Daniels will feed it to Ibizum in the paint. Left side. Met with a lot of physicality and called on the travel. Titans putting up a stone wall in the paint.
Yeah, this defense has been impenetrable.
Irina Mudwa back in the game for the Titans. Gilmore directing traffic. Gives it to Birch. Birch to the right corner. Kicks it out back to Gilmore. To Trawali Porta. Now all the way in the left corner. Wide open for three. Too strong. That was by Birch. And the Golden Grizzlies return. In transition. Skorupski fakes a three. Moves to her right. Goes to the lane. Can't keep control of the ball. Stays with the Golden Grizzlies. Trying to get it up. Van Schaik for three. Buries it. 24-18.
And Van Schaik has been pretty much the only spark on offense for the Grizzlies. It's been
in the transition. Detroit Mercy loses possession. Back now to the Golden Grizzlies. To Quarles-Daniels in the paint. Quarles-Daniels was attempting to throw it right at the feet of Birch to get it out of bounds and reset the possession.
Not happy with that one.
Did not work as intended. And that will bring us to the under 5 minute media timeout here. This game break is brought to you by the power of college radio. Are you tired of the same old songs on the radio? Looking for something fresh and exciting? Well, look no further than your local college radio station. College radio is where the magic happens, where undiscovered talent shines, and where you can tune into the next big thing in music, news, sports, and entertainment. From indie rock to hip-hop, from thought-provoking discussions to groundbreaking interviews, college radio is the heartbeat of creativity and diversity. So turn that dial and embrace the power of college radio. Your ears will thank you, and WXOU will also thank you for tuning in to the power of college radio. Score now 24-18. Titans with the lead and control of the game so far. Golden Grizzlies can't find their groove on offense as Detroit Mercy has been building a wall in the paint, and especially against the Golden Grizzlies, who are down some of their big players, Liana Baxter and Cam Grant, 6'2" and 6'1", respectively, and relying mostly on the height of Kiani Westbrook and Miriam Ibizum.
Well, those two combined have gone 0 for 7 from the field. They just haven't been able to get the paint points on the board right now, and it's really frustrating. You can see it on Dina Richards' face. She wants to get those bully points in the paint, and she wants to have her team continue to have success. working inside and, getting those layups.
And we noticed in the starting lineup that Oakland was going a little bit smaller, and especially when you got some of the top 2 rebounders in the league, in Mudwa and in Troali Porta. And we noticed that starting Jasmine Dupree-Hebert and Markai McCormick, they were going smaller. We were expecting to see a lot more threes, but throughout the game we've seen that Oakland has been trying their best to get in the paint with Westbrook, with the Beeson. It just hasn't seemed to be working, so we're wondering, and we'll see if Oakland goes back to shooting a little bit more threes with Van Schaik, with McCormick, and with Dupree-Hebert.
Yeah, and Detroit Mercy is currently on pace to have about their average of 40 rebounds a game, so Oakland's going to have to make sure that they're continuing to get shots down and not let the Titans get those defensive rebounds and run in transition, because that's been hurting them too. Oakland hasn't been able to set their defense, and the Titans have been able to get good looks, and it's just been a vicious cycle of improper paint play that leads to rebounds for the Titans, that leads to transition play, that leads to open looks, that leads to more points, that leads to this deficit that we're in now. It's just been a chain reaction of things right now, Joe, and it'll be interesting to see if and when Oakland decides to change it up and what they decide to do.
Getting back into action here, 4:11 on the clock before halftime, 24-18, Titans with the lead. And the play will start with an inbound by Irene Murua on the opposite side for the Titans. Everybody's on the court, whistle's blown, and we're getting ready to get back into action. Inbound by the Titans. Taken by Kokorin. Gives it to Gilmore as she carries it across the court. Directing traffic here. Gives it to Kokorin on the screen. Sweeps it back to Gilmore. Gilmore will feed it to Mudwa. Can't get the shot up in time. Was guarded heavily in the paint.
Well, you see that what the press defense is trying to do right now is take away the ball, and that leaves a Detroit Mercy Titan wide open, and they've been able to adjust and adapt to that. And Oakland's having to play physical in order to gain back the space that they lost from leaving her wide open.
And Mudwa flips the ball up for the layup to score for the Titans, 26-18. For Quarles Daniels. Handles it, moves to her left side. Bounces it to Van Schaik. Van Schaik will go around to the paint, right side. Just can't get the layup. Keani Westbrook with the offensive rebound. It will be a jump ball as there was plenty of contention for that rebound.
Yeah, I mean, Keani Westbrook has been dealt a bad hand today, and it's reflected in the scoring because she hasn't made a basket yet.
And the jump ball will go to Oakland. Quarles Daniels inbounds it to McCormick for three. Just can't get it off the front rim in the left corner. With 3:20 left before halftime, the Titans have it. Sweeps it across to McNeil. McNeil faking the shot. And a pass will be deflected off the foot of the Golden Grizzlies. Will be given back to the Titans. We're waiting to see the inbound. The teammates are deciding, hey, do you want to take it? Do you want to take it? Do I want to? Between Kokorin and McNeil. Gives it out to Gilmore. Gilmore with it. Sweeps it across. And Quarles Daniels is called for a foul, and she can't believe it.
She can't believe it. She's so upset right now.
Trying to wonder, what do I have to do?
That's going to be her second foul of the half, and you got to think that it's playing into her psyche a little bit.
That's plenty. That's getting into a dangerous territory. You don't want your star point guard to be in foul trouble towards the end of the game. Titans now have it. Mudwa at the top. We'll sweep it across. Now the the far wing for three. Rebounded by the Golden Grizzlies.
That seemed a little iffy there, but Keani Westbrook's height gave her an advantage over the Detroit Mercy Titans that were in the area.
Skorupski defended heavily by Kokorin. Skorupski fakes a three, passes it to Keani Westbrook. She goes in on baseline, can't get the shot, and there is a lid on the net. Man.
Especially for Keani Westbrook.
Titans have it wide open for three. Off the front rim, diving to keep it in bounds. Assistant coach Tim Webb of the Golden Grizzlies had to Had to duck out the way. Will be inbounded by the Golden Grizzlies. Van Schaik ready to take it. Substitutions for the Titans. It will be given now to Skorupski to get things started for the Golden Grizzlies. 2:20 left to go in the first half. 26-18. Titans lead. McCormick kicks it out to Montu, who cuts in. Long layup. Can't get it through. And Kiani Westbrook going for the rebound.
Yeah, she looks like she just had about enough of these refs right now.
And she's had a lot of trouble. Even last game against Purdue Fort Wayne, every time she touched the ball, it seemed like the whistle was going, and it was visible frustration on her face in that game. And we see that today as well. Titans have it. Kokorin over to Hooper on the far side. We'll give it to Kokorin for three. Off the front rim, rebounded by Kiani Westbrook. Back now to the Golden Grizzlies. 1:45 left to go in the half. You be sure to stay tuned at halftime for an interview with assistant coach Crystal Davis of the Golden Grizzlies here on WXOU Sports. McCormick has it on the right side, picks up the dribble, needs to go somewhere with it, loses the ball, and it is picked up by the Titans. It's Kokorin able to get the body on the ball.
It seems like there was a set play there that McCormick was supposed to give the ball to somebody, and it completely disintegrated. And Detroit Mercy took advantage of her watching and went aggressive for the ball.
Hooper with it. 1:30 left in the half. Titans have it. It's McNeil going baseline. Too strong on the layup. Rebounded by her teammate to put it back in. That is Trowali Porta.
Well, we talked about at the beginning of the game that you have to limit the amount of touch that Trowali Porta is going to get on the offensive rebounds because she's just going to put them back and get easy points for the Titans.
Kennedy Monty for three. Too strong off the backboard. And Kiani Westbrook, whistle blown as she was attempting to get the rebound. And it will be another foul on Westbrook. She's not happy about it. Substituted out for Alexis Johnson. With 1:05 left to go in the half. 28-18. Titans up by 10. And that will be free throws for Miona Hooper. While we have a little break here, let me tell you about some WXOU sports shows. The Blue Ski Mask Show, Mondays at 2 p.m. on WXOU, is the ultimate sports show for Detroit football and basketball aficionados. Join Oakland Post sports editor Brock Hillig and sports reporter Kirk Szymanski as they take you on an exhilarating ride through the world of Detroit Lions and Detroit Pistons. Get ready for in-depth analysis, player spotlights, game reviews, and expert insights, all centered around the NFL and the NBA action in the Motor City. The Blue Ski Mask Show, Mondays at 2 p.m. on WXOU. Back now to action here. Titans split the free throws. 29-18 is the score. And Titans get it back. In the paint is Trowali Porta. Too strong on the layup. Miriam Abizam with the attempted rebound. Whistle will be blown to give it back to the Golden Grizzlies. Less than a minute to go in the second quarter. Oakland down by 11. As Markai McCormick, fresh face for the Golden Grizzlies, handles it at the top. Moves around Alexis Johnson. Hesitates. Jump shot. Rebounded by the Titans. Mudwa has it. Now gets to Hooper in transition, moving quickly to baseline. Up and can't get it on the backboard. The whistle.
Be a foul on Abizam.
That's going to refresh the possession for the Titans. 29 seconds left in the first half to match the 29 points the Titans have against Oakland's 18. It will be Hooper for more free throws. First shot is up. Rattles out for Hooper. Let me tell you about another WXOU show. Film Bro Nation, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. on WXOU, is a talk show where they talk about different films they've seen and the songs that remind them of those films. Join Kirsten, Nora, and Emmeline Wednesdays at 4 p.m. right here on WXOU for Film Bro Nation. Neither free throws are made. 22 seconds left in the half. Shot clock will end the half. Van Schaik sweeps around from left to right. McCormick in the far wing. Back to Van Schaik on the left. Van Schaik looking for An open pass here. 5 on the shot clock. Will she take the shot herself? She goes to the left side. Can't get it up and around the basket. And will be out of bounds with 1.3 left to go. Be sure to stick around for a halftime interview with assistant coach Crystal Davis. 29-18. Titans with the 11-point lead.
And it's been a struggle for the Grizzlies so far to get anything going on offense. And
shot clock will expire before Oakland had a chance to get the ball back in off of the inbound. Score at halftime is 29-18. Titans with an 11-point lead, and be sure to stick around. We'll have an interview with assistant coach Crystal Davis shortly for WXOU Sports. It's been a struggle for the Grizzlies so far, and we'll see the assistant coach's thoughts right now.
Hi, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. You guys haven't had any real rhythm on offense this half. How do you plan on changing that going into the second?
Execute our offense, and not take one pass shot or two pass shot. We got to move the ball. We got to change the floor. We're just taking too many quick looks and not sharing the basketball. So that's what we need to do moving forward.
Keani Westbrook 0 for 7 right now. She's been gritty and aggressive in the paint. What are you continuing to say to her to get her to be a little more productive on offense?
Keep being aggressive. Finish high off the glass. You have to finish those easy ones. You have to finish it and keep attacking their bigs.
UD Mercy right now is the first-ranked team in the Horizon League in rebounds, and they're currently on pace to get 50. How do you plan on stopping that?
All 5 need to box out on the defensive end, and we need to crash on offensive boards. In the past, we've been really good crashing O boards. We have to get back to it.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, assistant coach Crystal Davis. We'll send it back to the studio now to Kaylah for halftime, and we'll be back for the second half of Golden Grizzlies basketball. It's 29-18 Titans with a big lead at halftime. We'll be right back on WXOU Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Calihan Hall here on the Dick Vitale basketball court in Detroit Mercy. My name is Giovanni Moceri. Harjun Buttar to my side here for WXOU Sports. It is currently halftime, 29-18. Titans with a big 11-point lead early in the game. Harj, what have we been seeing for the first half for those who have just tuned in?
Well, the Titans have been pretty much dominating the offensive rebounds and the rebounds total. They're on pace to get 50 rebounds on the game. They haven't let Oakland get their paint offense going so far, and that has really contributed to this 11-point deficit that Oakland currently stands in. They've been getting good aggression on defense. They've been stopping the Titans from getting easy looks later in the half, but it just hasn't gone Oakland's way on offense. And there seems to be, we've said this before, there seems to be a lid on the rim because good shots just seem to be rattling out and off. And if you're Oakland, you hope that the tide turns in the second half. And after speaking with Crystal Davis, you just got to continue to be aggressive. You got to continue to have your head on your shoulders and be aware of what's going on in the game, because there have been a few turnovers that have been just miscues and easy ones that Oakland could have avoided. As for the rest of the Horizon League, we've got a game going on right now. It's probably approaching its end. Youngstown State at Robert Morris was tied 62-62 last time we checked, and Milwaukee is currently playing in the Indiana Farmers Coliseum against the IUPUI Jaguars. As it stands right now, the Colonials have the lead over the Youngstown State Penguins 64-63 with about 13 seconds left in the game after a Naomi Barnwell layup. Let's see if Oakland can continue to make some track in the Horizon League while their other teams are playing and continuing to progress.
As we welcome back to the court, the Titans and the Golden Grizzlies. Linda Van Schaik for Oakland will be inbounding the ball at the half court, and we are underway for the second half. Brooke Quarles-Daniels couldn't get very far before the clock needs to be adjusted.
I don't think Brooke Daniels is too mad at that. She's gotten quite angry at some of the fouls that have gone against her, so it's nice to see her neutral for once.
Yeah, it's like, hey, at least that one wasn't on me. Golden Grizzlies have it. Near side, Quarles-Daniels takes it to the middle, kicks it out to Markai McCormick. Fakes the three, goes around to the left side. It's now in the hands of Debris Hebert. Pass Entry pass for Giovanni Westbrook was kicked out to Van Schaik. Wasn't able to catch it as it flies out of bounds. Now back to the Titans.
Beasom and Westbrook haven't been in sync this game, and it's really been detrimental to the Grizzlies when those two are on the court.
Mudwa has it. Now in the hands of Chawali Porta. Now back to Hooper, the guard. On the far side, Hooper guarded heavily and almost shoved off of her pivot foot by Markai McCormick. But McCormick will be called for the foul on that one. Will now be inbounded on the far side by the Titans. Back to Hooper. Hooper to Birch. Back now to Hooper. Now bring it to the close side. Wide open corner three. Buried for the Titans to start the second half scoring.
It just seemed like Giovanni Westbrook was late to her assignment there. I don't think Dubree Hebert knew that the corner three was left uncovered. She just continued to play press, and it got away from her.
The three was by Birch. Oakland has it. Turnover in the paint. Will bring it back to the Titans. Far side, it's Hooper. Gives it to Birch. Top of the key. Entry pass to Chirali Porta, who goes up and around the cup to further the lead. Titans up 34-18.
They are continuing to bully Giovanni Westbrook right now. She is making a lot of mistakes, and Oakland is paying the price for them.
Brooke Wells-Daniels with the signal call. Top of the key on the Titans logo. Markai McCormick for three. Gets it for the Golden Grizzlies. They are now up to 21.
She was the leading scorer against Purdue Fort Wayne, and she got hot from beyond the arc in the third quarter, but
turnover by the Titans. Ball was wrestled between Hooper and Van Schaik.
It looks like it was a foul on Hooper.
That's going to give the ball back to the Golden Grizzlies. Linda Van Schaik to inbound it to Quarles Daniels. Play call being delivered on the Titan logo to Van Schaik for three. Can't get it. Almost got it stuck in between the backboard and the rim. And it's now to the Titans. Entry pass to Mudwa. Kicks it out to Chawali Porta. To Hooper at the top. But to McNeil. Now in the paint is Chirali Porta. Left-handed layup. Can't get through. Offensively rebounded by Mudwa. Back now to the top. It's Hooper cutting in. Kicks it out into the paint. Scrambling for it. As it rolls out of bounds. Last touched by the Titans to give it back to the Golden Grizzlies.
Wise of McCormick to not make an aggressive move and potentially give the ball back to the Titans.
Paris Gilmore substituted in for Mayona Hooper. Charles Daniels has it. Top of the key. Entry pass to Abizam. At the free throw line. Looking for another pass. She's stuck. Can't find anywhere to go. Kicks out to McCormick in the near corner. Hesitating. Goes baseline. Cuts back. Three. No good. Just a little bit short, but she was fouled.
From beyond the arc. So that's going to be 3 points there. Should be.
Imani McNeil called for the foul. And it will be free throws for Markia McCormick.
Let's see if she can cut this lead down to 12, maybe 13 here. Sorry, 12, 11, maybe 12 here.
McCormick from Pinkerton, Ohio, transfer from Charleston as she was a first-team All-MEC after the 21-22 season where she averaged 14.7 points per game in the last two seasons, shooting 35% from three.
She also played here at Detroit Mercy and was a pretty consistent starter for the Titans last year. Just needed a change of scenery, and then you go to your rival. Interesting.
And she's been leading the Golden Grizzlies in scoring so far this season. And just last game against Purdue Fort Wayne, she scored over 20 points and was 6 of 12 from beyond the arc. It proved to be a large part of the Oakland offense during that loss to the Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodons. As we're now in a timeout here on WXOU Sports. Let me tell you about some of the shows we got here on WXOU. SPB After Dark, Thursdays at 8 o'clock on WXOU. hosted by SPB board members Joey and Ula. SPB After Dark goes behind the scenes of all sorts of events that you see on campus from SPB. Find out what's to come, find out what they're working on for SPB, and much, much more. While bringing on a different SPB member each episode, there's always something to look forward to on SPB After Dark, Thursdays at 8 o'clock on WXOU.
Oakland has found a way to get this Detroit Mercy shooting percentage from the field to below 50%, which it was above 50 for the majority of the first half. And Oakland's defense has found a way to control, not necessarily eliminate, all the chances that Detroit Mercy is looking for. But I think majority of this falls on the lack of offense by Oakland, because there have been a few points this game that have just been 5-point swings, 4-point swings that could have gone Oakland's way, that could have seriously changed the complexion of this game.
And so far this corner, the Detroit Mercy Titans are 66% from the floor and 1 of 1 from 3 so far in the opening minutes of the third quarter. And for the game, they are 46% from the floor and 33% from 3.
I think it's a little bit too early to use those statistics right now. I mean, they've only taken 3 shots, and we're about 3 minutes into the game.
Hey, I figured I'd mention it. Yeah, it's on the sheet. Why not?
Of course. But at the same point in time, I think this is just the reemergence of what Detroit Mercy was doing in the first quarter, which was, either playing aggressively and extensively in the paint or trying to get looks from beyond the arc for Hooper, for McNeil, and at times maybe even for Murua.
With 7:09 on the clock for the third quarter, 34-21 is the score, with the Titans leading by 13. As Markai McCormick gets ready for 3 free throws, as she was fouled beyond the arc before the timeout. Currently in the game, Markai McCormick, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the floor, and 1 of 2 from 3. We're awaiting from the officials to get back into action here. I believe the TV is what was holding up things.
The TV is what was holding things up.
So we keep the show rolling here on WXOU. As Markai McCormick gets right for a first free throw, up and off the front rim.
I think if you're TV, you have to both kind of control the AV, and here we only have to control the audio. So it's a pretty, unilateral form of media.
And the second one goes through for Markai McCormick, getting ready for her final free throw to try and cut this big lead down for Oakland. Shot is up. Shot is through. That's 2 for 3 from the stripe.
I thought that was a little bit of a mismatch there with that free throw setup, because you have Murua and you have Porta close to the rim, but then you have Daniels and Dupree-Hébert guards who would be fighting for the rebounds against the Detroit Mercy big men.
And with 12 on the clock, far corner fakes a 3-point shot. Kicked out and intercepted by the Golden Grizzlies. Brooke Quarles-Daniels in a track meet. Takes it to the cup and puts it in for the Golden Grizzlies. 34-25. 6:35 in the third quarter. Titans got it guarded heavily before getting past half court. They make it there. Chawali Porta over to McNeil and now over to Gilmore. Top of the key. Far wing is McNeil. Giving out back to McNeil. To the left corner, going baseline, is Mudra. Can't get the layup. The shot clock violates before the shot can go through. Now we'll give it back to the Golden Grizzlies after a long shot clock.
Yeah, I mean, going back to that bucket by Brooke Quarles-Daniels, it's really speaks more about the coaching for Oakland, that if they're only able to get points in transition and in the fast break, you got to change up the sets a little bit and make sure that Oakland can start to generate some offense when not in basically a hurricane of Detroit Mercies.
And Markai McCormick dives down into the lane for an and one. Gets the layup in. And getting ready to chip another in for the Golden Grizzlies.
I think the former Titans having it out for her team right now. She's trying to put some points up on the board and trying to make them think about twice about letting her go to the crosstown rival.
McCormick carrying the team on her back so far in this second half. Will make the end one for the three-point play. And Oakland is now within 6. 34-28 with 5:45 left in the third quarter. Titans got it. Chihuahua Porta in the paint. 2-on-1. Loses the ball. And we'll be back to the Titans.
Hey, that's okay. Putting pressure on Chihuahua Porta, even when you're playing the full court press, is a good thing. It means your defense has found some ground and means it's working.
Amaya Birch with the inbound on the scoring baseline. Gets it across to McNeil. McNeil ducking through Golden Grizzlies. Takes it to the cup. Just rattles out. Offensive rebound. Can't get it back up. And Abizam rips it out of her hands. And the Golden Grizzlies are flying.
Well,
McCormick's got it. Van Schaik drives down. No shot before. The whistle was blown before the shot was up by Van Schaik. The Golden Grizzlies were in a track meet.
It's going to be a foul on Detroit Mercy. And they're going to have to call timeout here.
The Golden Grizzlies are cutting into the lead here. Previously, coming into the half, they were down by 11, and it was looking doom and gloom up in the paint. And how Detroit Mercy seemed to have a handle on this game. So far, Oakland's been able to cut it down to 6.
But you're seeing how aggressive they're playing on defense, right? And that's leading to fast break and transition points, because if Detroit Mercy gets their defense set, game over. Like, you're not going to score. And Oakland has learned that the hard way through Kiani Westbrook going 0 for 7. I think now 0 for 8. Alexis Johnson not getting anything in the middle. And Miriam Abizam having to literally wrestle the ball away to get those offensive rebounds. But if this is what you found, this is what you found. And I'm not mad about it, Joe.
Definitely, and those fouls on Makai McCormick are proving to be huge, because not only did she get fouled at the three-point line, made 2 of the 3, but she also got an and one, making the free throw to really pick things up for the Oakland offense. So Makai McCormick, as she's been all season long, is going to be a crucial piece of this Oakland offense, and we'll see if Oakland starts to focus on her more throughout the game and decide, say, hey, she's got the hot hand, she's the one that's carrying this thing, keep feeding her until Detroit's able to stop it.
Well, if that's the case, you got to get her good looks, right? And I think now that she's made her presence known in this game, Detroit Mercy is going to make a point of trying to take her out of the game, and that's going to have to open up some shots for hopefully Kiani Westbrook, hopefully Miriam Abizam, and hopefully Alexis Johnson in the middle, because now you've developed a mid-range and three-point threat from Kiani Westbrook, and if that's not working out, then you have Brooke Quarles-Daniels, who can really kind of turn it on whenever she wants from the mid-range and from the 3, and she's also shown the ability to, in fast break, get to the rim and get good layups.
Brooke Quarles-Daniels, the leader, the point guard, the reigning Freshman of the Year in the Horizon League, as she won the Freshman of the Week award 6 times, and was, despite her stature, is a formidable rebounder, and is a imperative, important cog into the Golden Grizzlies squad here. So we're going to see who's going to keep it going. Is it McCormick? Is it going to be Quarles-Daniels? We're going to have to see here with 5:26 left in the third quarter here. Titans up 34-28, but Oakland is closing in.
Well, at the very least, you can kind of consider Brooke Daniels to be Oakland women's basketball's glue guy, in the sense that she's able to do a bit of everything. She's able to, give her heart and soul to every facet of Oakland's offense and Oakland's defense. There was a player, and maybe I shouldn't say this on the broadcast because he...
Yeah, careful now. No one's telling you to say it. I'm just kidding. We're getting back now to action here. Oakland with the inbound. Now to McCormick. Feeds it to Abizam. Trying to kick it out. Can't get it open. We'll give it back to McCormick. Fakes a 3. Hesitating. Moves around Quarles-Daniels. Now in the close swing. Brings it to the paint. Can't get it up. Oakland with the offensive rebound. Second try. Going for the third try. Miriam Abizam with the ball ripped down as she goes up to put it back in for the layup.
Yeah, but good job drawing the foul there. And honestly, if you saw what happened there, Miriam Abizam was in the paint, single team. She probably could have taken a swing and taken a hook shot. But I think now that their mindset is shoot jumpers first and then try to resort to the paint play on the offensive rebound. That's kind of changing the way that Detroit Mercy is functioning their defense.
And a bank shot free throw will go through for Miriam Abizam as she gets ready for her second free throw, 34-29. With 5:02 left in the third quarter. Second shot is up. Off the back iron. And she'll be awarded another one for a free throw violation by Detroit Mercy. Got into the paint just a little bit too early. Abizam for the free throw. Makes that one in, and Oakland is now within 4, 34-30. Halfway into the third quarter here. Detroit's now got it. McNeil will carry it across. Being double-teamed by Dupree Hebert and McCormick. Almost stolen by Van Schaik. Will leave an open lane for Detroit. Jada Moorhead able to take advantage.
That's what's going to happen when you're playing such aggressive defense. You're going to be ultra aggressive, and it's going to leave someone wide open, and then you're stuck playing catch-up.
Linda Van Schaik, the leading scorer for the Golden Grizzlies today, sweeps it across to Jasmine Dupree Hebert. Entry pass to Abizam, trying to get it through, and that's an and one for Miriam Abizam.
And she's trying to get those points back aggressively, and I love it. I love it.
She's going to be awarded another free throw there as the score is now 36-32. And Oakland with a chance to bring it within one possession.
There's a promo on WXOU's Auto that goes, I love it, about a minute into it, and I don't know why I thought of that.
we love our Auto, and we love our promos on WXOU. Free throw no good for Miriam Abizam, and it is back aggressively to the Titans. And movement.
Yeah, it's going to be a reach on Jasmine Dupree Hebert.
Trying to move around the ball screen, set by Irina Mudwa. Now we'll bring an inbound for Detroit Mercy in their half. 36-32, 4:16 in the third quarter here. Oakland within 4, trying to hold on and bring it back. Hooper's got him. Mudwa brings it over to the near wing. That's McNeil. They're bringing it now to the far wing. Double teamed here. Hooper passes it to the open far corner. Long two is no good. Rebounded by the Golden Grizzlies. Quarles Daniels leading the pack. With the ball, gives it to Van Schaik. Fakes a three. Goes into the paint. A foul called interrupting the offense. That will be on Dupree Hebert.
And Coach Ochter's not happy with that call.
Or rather, that will be on Irene Mudwa, the other number one. It will bring Brooke Quarles-Daniels to the free throw line. Getting ready for 2. With 36-32, the score, Titans with a 4-point lead. First one goes through for Brooke Quarles-Daniels.
Now it's a one-score game.
Oakland has fought back, down by 11, coming into halftime, now within 3. Proven to make this the rivalry game we've expected and been wanting to see. Second one off the front rim, rebounded by the Titans. Although they will not get to half court easily. Makai McCormick called on the reach to reset the possession now for the Titans.
It's a good foul to take because Detroit Mercy was just completely, I don't know what the word is, completely outclassing you on that possession, and they had you beat.
Situation wasn't good. You had to push the eject button and get out of that one. Titans got it back. Hooper will bring it to Moorhead. Moorhead will sweep it across. Now to the near corner. That one goes out of bounds and will be returned to Oakland.
Well, you see how much they're committing to stopping the 3 now. They're going back to like a 3-2, and it's not letting Detroit Mercy getting open looks from beyond the arc. And
Charlie Porta will be substituted back in for the Titans. Jada Moorhead will return to the bench. 36-33, 3:31 left in the third corner. There could not be any more threes in that sentence.
Looks like there's a problem with the shot clock right now.
Is it stuck at 3? It's not. Just getting here, getting back into action here. Brooke Quarles-Daniels in the near corner will take it to baseline. Kicks it out to Makai McCormick. Hesitates on the 3. Moves it back up to the near wing. Gives it to Van Schaik in the paint. Backing down Hooper. Turnaround, floater. Can't get it through. Quarles Daniels with the offensive rebound. Oakland still has it. Van Schaik for three. Just rims out. Almost tied the game there. And the Titans will pursue back on offense. Open corner three. Can't go through. Rebounded by Oakland. They'll take it right back. Quarles Daniels in the paint. Kicks it out to Jasmine Debris-Hebert. Back to Van Schaik. Around the back. Takes baseline. Can't get the layup up in time.
And there's a foul.
That'll be a foul on number 15, Cherwelly Porta, to give Van Schaik a couple of free throws. 36-33, 2:44 in the third quarter. This game is getting close, and free throws giving Oakland the opportunity to get it closer. First one's up, in easily for Van Schaik. We're now within two.
Oakland's been on a 15-2 run ever since the end of the second quarter.
Second shot is up, rolls away, and it will remain within two, 36-34. Titans got it as Oakland gets back on defense. To the near wing, it's Birch. Birch will sweep it across to Kokorin. Now in the paint, it's Mudwa to reach around from the left to the right to increase the lead, 38-34.
Yeah, again, a mismatch there. Mudwa was on McCormick, and Mudwa is just more physical and bigger than McCormick, and she's able to just get an easy lay.
Ibizam in the paint, looking for a pass. We'll find Quarles Daniels. The near wing takes a long jumper off the front rim, rebounded by the Titans.
Just didn't have enough mustard on that one.
Less than two left to go in the quarter. The Titans got it. It's Cherwelly Porta. We'll give it to Gilmore, swarmed by Golden Grizzlies. Little too aggressive. Quarles Daniels reaching for the ball. That will be the third foul on Brooke Quarles Daniels. She'll be substituted out for Maddie Skorupski.
Well, I think this is a good move. I think Oakland needs to get Maddie Skorupski better shot looks because she is currently Oakland's best percentage-wise three-point shooter.
Alexis Johnson will also enter the game. Titans got it, 15 on the shot clock. Birch struggling to find the corner. Oakland with the trap in the corner. And it will be dribbled out of bounds by Detroit to give it back to Oakland.
I don't want to say that was perfection, Joe, but that worked pretty much dang close to perfection there.
That's what you want out of a trap. Skorupski takes it up the court for the Golden Grizzlies. Feeds it to Ibizam. We'll kick it back out to McCormick at the top of the key. Hesitating for three. Moves around the screen. Goes to the cup. Can't quite get it in, but it will be a foul on Titans number 10, Paris Gilmore.
Yeah, that bucket would have changed the entire complexion of this game because McCormick would have gotten it down to one. And now she's got to try to claw her way back with these two free throws.
38-34. Titans still with the lead with 1:18 left in the quarter. First free throw rattles out. Looking for the next one is Markiah McCormick. The former Titan, with noise in Calihan Hall, makes the second one to split the free throws, and Oakland is back within three. Titans got it, trying to get past half court. It's Kokorin, gets past half to Mudwa. We'll find Gilmore, hesitates on the three, takes it to the paint, and kicks it out to a wide open Kokorin. Three will roll out, and the offensive rebound and put-back attempt by Detroit Mercy will be halted by the whistle.
That's going to be a foul on Linda Van Schaik there.
And that's going to be free throws for Amaya Birch. 38-35, 1:02 left in the quarter. This game is close.
I got to be honest with you, Joe. I think the difference in this game has been, it was last time it was turnovers. Now this time it's fouls because it may make or break how Oakland gets their points and whether they can get these these free throws in chunks.
Two of them go through to increase the lead to 5. Titans up 40-35. Less than a minute left to go in the quarter. Skorupski carries it to the near side. Guarded by Gilmore. Moves around a ball screen. McCormick picks up her dribble. Gives it to McCormick. Sweep it across. And a foul on Detroit will be called. Number 13, Annika Kokorin, reaching around the screen.
And Kate Doctor's pleading, saying it was all ball there.
The referees disagree. That's going to be more free throws for Markiah McCormick. She's been seeing the free throw line plenty this quarter for the Golden Grizzlies and has been a huge piece of them being able to cut into this lead. Rolls out after about 3 or 4 bounces on the first free throw. 48 seconds left to go in the quarter. Titans up by 5. Some noise in Calihan Hall. Former Titan can't make either one of them. It remains a 5-point lead. Detroit in a hurry. Skorupski interrupting the pass, steals it for herself, and will reset it for Oakland. Sweeping across to McCormick for 3. Off the backboard, off the front rim. Back to the Titans now. And some collision between Chirali Porta and Abizam. We left uncalled, and Abizam tumbles into Amaya Burge, knocking her to the ground. That one will be a foul on Abizam.
Now blocking foul there. I don't think this is exactly the way Oakland envisioned the end of this third quarter going, because now the Titans can get this lead back up to 7 with 2 made free throws here. And you've worked so hard to get it down.
Maya Birch, the 5'9" sophomore from Sinkerville, New Jersey, makes the first free throw to extend it to 6 with 22.1 seconds left in the quarter. She gets ready for her second. It's up and in. Titans back up to 7. See Kiani Westbrook and Brooke Quarles-Daniels back into the lineup.
We're going to see some of that Westbrook physicality.
Less than 20 left to go. Shot clock will end the quarter. Quarles-Daniels has it on the far side, guarded by Gilmore on the sideline, fighting to get free. Quarles-Daniels kicks it out to Alexis Johnson, fakes the 3, gives it to Quarles-Daniels, who goes baseline, goes up. Layup can't go through. Can they get it back? Not before the quarter is over. 42-35. Titans with a 7-point lead as we approach the fourth quarter here in Calihan Hall.
Yeah, and it's been a good one. Oakland's gotten into a little bit of foul trouble this quarter, and I think the Titans have gotten their last 4 points exclusively from the free throw line, and Oakland hasn't had the same success as of late, and I think that's been kind of the difference going into this fourth quarter.
And we'll be right back here on WXOU Sports for the fourth quarter as we send it back to the studio. Don't go anywhere. This is a tight game. Titans up 42 to Oakland's 35. Welcome back, everybody, to WXOU Sports for the fourth quarter of the women's basketball edition of the Metro Series. Oakland currently down by 7, 42-35. Titans with the lead at home as we bring you the game here from Calihan Hall on the Dick Vitale Court in the heart of Detroit.
Oh, you want me to speak? Okay, I'll speak. Yeah, I mean, it was a good quarter for Oakland. It didn't have the greatest ending because, it's been the delta of this game has been the free throw line. Oakland's gone 8 of 15, and Detroit Mercy's been perfect on all 4. So hopefully Oakland can change that.
Battle in the paint there between Kiani Westbrook and Irene Mudra will benefit and go through for Mudra. 44-35. Oakland back with it. Alexis Johnson sweeps it across to Maddie Skorupski. Picks up her dribble at the top. Gives it back to Quarles-Daniels, who drives baseline. Picks it up, turns around. Now to Kiani Westbrook. Up. Can't get the shot up. Had a hand on the ball was Chirali Porta, and it couldn't even leave the hands of Westbrook. As Detroit's got it back, Gilmore with it on the far wing. 44-35, 9 minutes left in the game. Right corner is Birch. Birch will give it to Mudra. We'll kick it back out now. In the hands of Kokorin for three. No good. Rebounded by Quarles Daniels. And she rallies the Grizzlies. Will take it all the way herself. Floater in front of the rim will go through for Brooke Quarles Daniels.
Yeah, nice job there to recognize the open lane and get the easy layup.
Gilmore with it on the far sideline. Brings it inside, hesitates and steps back to the three-point line. Now to left baseline. Kick out to Kokorin for three. She makes that one. 47-37. Titans got the lead back up to 10. At halftime, they were up by 11. And Oakland's got a lot of ground to cover. Kiani Westbrook, before the pass can go off, a foul on Kokorin against Brooke Quarles Daniels. Asking the ref, what do I do in this situation if she's fouled for what she did? So that will be an inbound for Oakland. Quarles Daniels will take it on the near side baseline. 8:06 left in the game. Quarles Daniels on the inbound. Took too long.
That's a 5-second violation. Seemed like Oakland was a little bit too static on that one. A little bit of miscommunication there led to the turnover.
Not enough motion. We'll give it back to the Titans.
These fouls are racking up, man.
It's like Alexis Johnson called on the foul there before the inbound happened. Detroit's now got it back. Kokorin will take it across the court. We'll whip it across all the way to Chirali Porta. Bounce it over to the near corner. Left corner hesitating the shot. We'll give it to Chirali Porta, who comes up and around. Can't get the layup in, and Kiani Westbrook is there for the defensive rebound. 7:45 in the game. Skorupski sweeps it over to Van Schaik. Van Schaik goes to the far side. Quarles Daniels will come back to the near in the paint, spinning around. Kicks it out to Van Schaik, who goes for three. Just out of the rim. Oakland swarming Detroit Mercy on the rebound. They were able to kick it out and bring it back to the other half. Gilmore with it. Wide open is Kokorin for three, and she buries it. 50-37 with little over 7 to go in the game.
All of Kokorin's 9 points on the season have come in today's game. Would you believe that, Joe?
Could have fooled me. Oakland down 13 when they were able to get it within 3 at a point during the third quarter. Oakland trying not to let this one slip away as they call a timeout to rally the troops and get back into action here.
Still need to get a bucket after the first... oh, no, they do already have one. Sorry, my bad. I'll shut up.
All good, all good.
But the problem has been that too many, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, way too many open looks from beyond the arc, from the three-point range, that, you know, Oakland's just letting up, that the Titans are taking advantage of.
Let me tell you about some more WXOU shows. Thursdays at 10 o'clock, it's the Eli Andrew Show. The FCC guidelines are lifted after 10 p.m., and Eli and Andrew take full advantage. Each week they have a new guest interview, and the questions have no boundaries. Join in on the fun Thursdays at 10 p.m. on WXOU for the Eli Andrew Show. As we are 3 minutes into the fourth quarter here, Titans have extended the lead up to 13, 50-37, with 7:12 left to go in the game. And this rivalry matchup has played out to be that rivalry matchup we expected to see. Each team showing fight, but Detroit Mercy seems to have had control of this game for a majority of the time.
Well, I think the biggest thing that Oakland's going to have to do in the moment is, number one, limit the amount of chances that they have from beyond the arc, and at the same time, go back to what you were working on against Murua and Chirali Porta, where they're getting good looks because in the event that a Detroit Mercy 3 goes awry, Oakland is in a delayed fashion going up to try to close out on that Detroit Mercy player, and it's leaving Detroit Mercy's rebounders free for the kill.
And getting to those rebounders, the total rebounding differential, Detroit Mercy has 37 rebounds compared to Oakland's 27. And Ariane Mudwa getting close to a double-double here with 10 points and 9 rebounds. And her teammate Emma Trawali-Porta with 8 and 7. As we get back to the court here, we'll see what adjustments our Golden Grizzlies make to get back into this game. They got 7 minutes left to do it. The Detroit Mercy has all the cards in this game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to mark the first time that they've had, as a team, 50 rebounds since earlier this month against earlier this season against Chicago State, when they had 54.
Yikes! Let's hope for Oakland University fans that is not the case here tonight. As we're waiting for the TV to get back into action, of course we are.
Of course we are. You gotta wait on the TV. But back to your point, I mean, just being realistic, they're already at 50 rebounds, 7 minutes left in the game.
50 points, rather.
50 rebounds as a team.
Oakland's now got it. Mary Mabizem just outside the paint will kick it out to Quarles Daniels, who takes it in the paint for a 2-point jump shot. Snatched away by Detroit Mercy.
My bad. It's 37 rebounds.
Back into it. Mary Mabizem intercepts the pass. We'll give it to Brooke Quarles Daniels, who hesitates underneath the basket. And will be awarded an and one as she makes the layup. And the Titans are wondering what happened. What did they do? What am I fouled on? They ain't happy about the play. Looks like it was against Gilmore for hitting the hand of Quarles Daniels as she was getting ready for the layup. And that will be one free throw for Brooke Quarles Daniels. 50-39, 6:37 left in the game. Looks like there's going to be a short timeout while the referees discuss the call. And why not? You got some downtime, talk to your teammates, see what's going on, get ready for the next play.
Yeah, and this is a good time for Oakland to kind of recenter themselves, because they've had a chance to. They've had chances in the third quarter that they haven't really been able to replicate, let's just say, in the fourth, and it's cost them dearly.
We're awaiting the final call of the discussion from the officials. They are calling no basket as the foul occurred before the shot was all the way up. And rather it will be 2 free throws for Brooke Quarles Daniels as opposed to the and one.
Well, she can get those 2 points back right here, make it an 11-point game. That 10-point barrier we've talked about quite a bit. We talked about it last season. We talked about it a little bit this season. It's an important barrier because mentally, if you're underneath that 10 points, you're in single digits, and it's a quote-unquote winnable game.
And my correction, that was an inbound pass for Brooke Quarles Daniels as Linda Van Schaik for 3 can't quite make it. As Oakland struggling to get it back inbounds, it will go to the Titans. And we got some upset Oakland fans here at Calihan Hall. And the voice projects very well in the stadium here. Detroit's got it. Pressure from Oakland to get it across half court. Birch has it. Now to Gilmore. Sweeps it across to Kukurin. Open corner 3. And a foul will be called. That is Birch taking the shot.
That's going to be 3 points right there. Or a chance to get 3 more points for the Titans.
Oakland foul outside the arc. Is going to bring Amaya Birch 3 more free throws. She gets ready for her shot. First one goes in. This will be her 5th and 6th free throws of the night. She's perfect so far, 5 of 5. We'll see how she goes for her 6th. Shot is up. Shot is no good, 5 of 6. From the stripe. She got one more. This will be her 7th free throw. 51-37 is the score. Shot is up. Shot is good. 2 of 3 from the stripe. 52-37 is the score. Titans, big lead with 6 left to go. Squirrels Daniels directing traffic, trying to get it to McCormick. She's not open enough. Squirrels Daniels looking to take it herself. We'll give it to Van Schaik, who sweeps across, fakes the give. We'll give it to Skorupski in the corner for 3, and she makes it for the Golden Grizzlies.
That's a great shot there.
Detroit's got it. Chirali Porta kicks it back to Gilmore. Double teamed by Golden Grizzlies. We'll give it to Mudwa and all the way to Kukurin. Kukurin drives to the basket. Makes the layup to increase the lead to as big as it's been. 14 points. 57-40 with Oakland's possession. Charles Daniels to Beasom, sweeps it across to Van Schaik. Open from the elbow. Stuck.
Never said that one before, have you, Joe?
I remember we saw one shot earlier in the game, a three-pointer that almost went and did that, but this one actually ended up getting stuck. We appreciate the Detroit Mercy staff for getting that one out with a sweat mop. And that will go back to the Golden Grizzlies as Skorupski, or rather McCormick, will be receiving the inbound. McCormick looking for her teammates. Got to get this one out quick. Bounce pass to Van Schaik. Sweeps it over to McCormick in the far corner. 17 on the shot clock. McCormick brings it to the top. Now into the paint. Driving, spinning around. Fadeaway jumper. Rolls in from the front.
Yeah, great moves that McCormick put on there.
54-42. Less than 5 to go. Titans in transition. Stops on a dime for a jumper. For McNeil. Goes through.
Created way too much space for McNeil.
Oakland getting it back. Quarles Daniels loses the dribble, but luckily it was off the touch of the Titans. At least I thought it was. 4:33 in the game. 56-42, Titans lead. Cormac will inbound for Oakland. Looking for an open Grizzly. Skorupski right in front of the net. Fade away on the left side. No good. Will return it to the Titans.
That's a lack of awareness there by Miriam Abizam to not go for the rebound.
And Maddie Skorupski interrupting all kinds of passes. She tipped 2 passes. One of them forced it to go out of bounds off of the Titan touch. And with no reaction on her face either. She knocked it out of bounds. Her team was hyped. Stone face. She's focusing all about business. Charles Daniels has it near wing. Directing McCormick. Kicks it over to McCormick for 3. Off the front rim, return to the Golden Grizzlies. In the paint is a Beasom. Beasom drives in. No shot.
Looks like she's going to the line, though.
A foul on Irene Mudwa.
Oakland's got to get some points here quickly because time is winding down. It is still a lead that they can overcome, but, I mean, you got to start getting some points.
14 points is a tall task, 56-42. But the Golden Grizzlies will fight all the way there as Abiza makes her first free throw. Got it to 13. Second one coming up, rattling from the Detroit crowd. Shot is up. Shot is good for Miriam Abizam. That makes it 56-44. 4:15 in the game. Substitutions for the Titans. Irene Mudwa getting ready to inbound for the Titans. Looking for it. Gives it to Kokorin, who's trapped. But the Titans able to escape. Bring to half court. Far wing. It's Gilmore faking the pass. We'll give it to Mudwa. Mudwa from the top of the key. Kicks it back out to Gilmore, who gives it to Concurrent. Bounce pass to Chirali Porta. Will be returned to the hands of Mudwa. Can't get the layup. And Troy Mercer with the offensive rebound and the putback from Chirali Porta.
Those offensive rebounds are going to be the death of Oakland right now because, I mean, they are the Titans' bread and butter.
The hands are just higher than Oakland's, it seems. Ibiza in the circle. gives it to Skorupski. Skorupski feeds it back to Ibizem. Can't get the shot up in time, but will be fouled on the shot by number 15, Emma Chorali-Porta. More free throws for Ibizem, 58-44, with 3.5 left to go in the game.
Need to get these free throws. Get it under 12. Or get it at 12.
Shot is up. Shot is through for Ibizem. Oakland now with 45. Second shot getting ready to go. Ibizem shots up. Shot is off the back iron, rebounded by the Titans. And Gilmore will take it in a hurry. Gives it to Concorin. Stops on a dime. Now back to the right wing. Now the right corner for three. Rolls out for Concorin. And will be returned to the Golden Grizzlies after a foul by Chorali-Porta. That's going to be Porta's third foul.
Free throws ain't going to do you any good right now. You got to start getting points in chunks. 3-pointers and tough lays.
And that foul will bring Ibizem back to the free throw line. 3:15 left to go. 58-45. Shot is up. Shot rattles out for Ibizem. The crowds, they're getting loud here. They're disrupting the free throws now. There's a row of Titans fans that are making a big ruckus as the second shot goes through for Ibizem. Detroit's got it, getting trapped in the opposite corner. They're able to make it past half court.
And once again, Brooke Daniels not happy with a call that goes against her.
Guarding one of the Titans on the far sideline, we called for a little bit too much aggression. Mudwa inbounds it to Gilmore. Just over 3 to go. 58-46. Titans lead. Mudwa, jumper, off the backboard. Will go through for Mudwa.
She didn't call bank. It doesn't count.
Makai McCormick drives it all the way before being fouled on Imani McNeil.
I think this is how Oakland's going to get all their points now. They're just going to continue to force the Titans to draw fouls, or force the Titans to foul and go to the free throw line. Not the most effective way to do it because you break up your points, but it is what it is.
Makai McCormick. Shot is up. Shot is good for the former Titan. There's this one row, I'm not sure where they're from, but they're all wearing red, and they all love their Detroit Titans, stomping in the bleachers, making a disruption for the free throws as Makai McCormick makes her second. Detroit trapped, and Linda Van Schaik almost a little too aggressive there with Concorin. I could see how the crowd thought it was a little bit of a body slam judo throw, but just the way the motion was going.
It's the motion in the ocean.
Van Schaik is laughing. As Detroit's getting ready for the inbound, Mudwa getting ready to take it. 60-48, 2:47 in the game. Titans still with the lead in Calihan Hall. Inbound given right back. And now to Gilmore. Gilmore double teamed. Just able to get it to Chorali-Porta. And that's a travel before she could get another pass off.
Oakland's got to force these turnovers because I think turnovers and fouls are going to be the only thing that's going to save the Grizzlies and get back possession because the Titans won't let them get those defensive rebounds because it'll just be off the glass points.
Quarles Daniels back in the game. Sweeps it over to Skorupski. To McCormick now at the top. McCormick gives it to Skorupski. From the left to the right. Up. Little English on it. Miriam Ibizem trying to get the offensive rebound and put back. Can't do it and loses the ball. Titans back with it. Long pass from the Titans. Will get past half court. It's Gilmore with it. And then hesitates. Slows down the play. Just over 2 to go. 60-48. McNeil with it. Near wing. Tries to get past Van Schaik. Aggressive defense won't allow it. Ball punched out. Van Schaik's got it. They'll call it a jump ball.
Okay, now I have the proper stat. Detroit Mercy has 43 rebounds in this game. The last time they scored 50 was against Chicago State. There we go. Got it right this time, Joe.
Oakland back with it. Skorupski sweeps across. Gives it to McCormick. Driving baseline, left side. Can't get it. Loses the ball.
Aggressiveness by McCormick is on display here. And, she continues to force the Titans to play close to her and not let her get good chances.
Minute 48. Minute 43, rather. McCormick inbounds it in the hands of Van Schaik. Van Schaik taking it baseline, loses the ball again, gets it back to Skorupski in the corner for three. Makes it! Maddie Skorupski, the former Spartan, nails the three from the corner.
Last touch off of Brooke Daniels on the outlet pass.
Tried to intercept it and keep it in bounds. Couldn't quite get there. 125, 60-51.
You got to admire Oakland's sense of urgency now and the way they're playing aggressively.
Gilmore will take it all the way by herself. The lane was open and she gets an and one.
Wow. Just cut through everyone there. I don't think anyone knew she was there.
Running with a pair of scissors through the lane.
I like that.
Score is 62-51. Titans commanding lead with 1:20 left to go. It's going to be free throws for Gilmore, Paris Gilmore. Crowd is silent. Not quite ready to go, I guess. Some official movement from the officials. Free throws up. No good. Rebounded by, or knocked out of bounds, rather.
Retained by Oakland.
Van Schaik ready to inbound it to Quarles Daniels as the Golden Grizzlies get set on offense on the other side. Quarles Daniels waits to pick it up. Finally does. Minute 15. Quarles Daniels has it. Keani Westbrook at the top to Maddie Skorupski. Skorupski will take it. Finds the lane. Up. And gets the layup. Slicing through the Detroit Mercy defense.
And now I think this would be a good time, as she does, to call a timeout. Kind of get the Oakland Golden Grizzlies centered. Make sure that they're all on the same page, because this is actually probably the most crucial minute of the game right here.
Oakland down by 9. It's going to have to be near perfect at this point with 1:07 left to go in the game. In Calihan Hall, rivalry game, Metro Series, all that piles up to another 67 seconds in the game. Oakland's going to have to do it, and do it near perfection.
Time to take the lid off the cookie jar so you can put your fingers in it.
We've seen Oakland a lot more aggressive on offense now with the clock ticking. They're able to slice through, get some of those layups. Maddie Skorupski stepping up, getting some of those scores there. She shot a corner three to get the score going. She sliced and got the layup. She's moving across. I feel like she's going to be a crucial piece for the next 67 seconds here.
I think the killer instinct that she was recruited to Michigan State for might come out a little bit in this last 67 seconds.
And the inbound knocked out of bounds, but will stay with Detroit Mercy. Oakland thinking it was going to be theirs. Inbound by the baseline. Hooper is double teamed. Titans able to get it across. Sweep it across to Hooper at full speed. We'll put the brakes on. Bring it back to the logo. Skorupski not leaving any space. 52 seconds left to go. Hooper stalling. Whistle's blown. Looks like it's going to be a Detroit Mercy timeout. Called by Kate Octor, the Detroit Mercy head coach. 47.1 left to go. 62-53. Oakland running out of time here in Calihan Hall.
Yeah, and Detroit Mercy's using those delay tactics just to wind the clock down So you have to make the most of your possessions. They got to be pretty much three-pointers because Detroit Mercy's not going to let you get anything inside.
And you got to make them quick, too. So they're going to have to be more or less transition threes. All three of them are going to have to go through. There is a scenario, unlikely one, and it's going to be tough. We'll see if the Golden Grizzlies can pull off the miracle here in Calihan Hall.
It seemed like the work that they'd been doing in the third quarter to get the lead back to basically one had just kind of disintegrated about halfway through the fourth quarter.
Inbound will be knocked back out of bounds.
And it's going to be a foul, I think, on McCormick.
I don't even think a second went by. McCormick called on the foul. That's going to give free throws to Giovanni McNeil and Raquel Daniels.
And there are
some questions about it.
They're arguing for possession right now.
Raquel Daniels' frustration becoming very apparent here. Free throws up. Free throws in for Imani McNeil. 44.6 left to go. Score 63-53. Oakland's going to have to make this quick. Van Schaik with it. Sweeps it across to Quarles Daniels. Takes baseline. Picks up the dribble. Spins around. Looking for Van Schaik or McCormick. And is knocked out of bounds by Detroit Mercy.
Yeah, good reach in there by Mudwa to deflect it out of bounds and reset Oakland's offense.
Van Schaik to take the inbound. Guarded by Mudwa. To Quarles Daniels at the top. Quarles Daniels finds some open space. Defense collapses. Can't get the ball up before swatted by Detroit Mercy.
And it's going to be a foul on Triwali Porta. So not exactly what Detroit Mercy wanted, but Oakland's got to prove that they're worth getting these fouls back and getting this within a respectable range.
63-53. Quarles Daniels looking to cut into it. Shot is up. Shot is in for the former freshman of the year of the Horizon League.
Ultimately, this has come down to the fact that, Oakland hasn't been able to take the lid off the rim, and a lot of the shots that we've seen have good ideas, just were poorly executed.
Both shots through for Brooke Quarles Daniels before a timeout is taken by Oakland for a 30-second timeout. And Harjun, you got less than 30 seconds left to go. You're down by 8 now. It's tough sledding so far.
Yeah, and Detroit Mercy has the ball, so they're probably going to use those delayed tactics just to wind the clock out and ice this game.
It's going to have to be a miracle for the Golden Grizzlies to sweep Detroit Mercy in men's and women's basketball on the Dick Vitale court.
Here in historic Calihan Hall.
Historic. I was taking a lap around during one of the timeouts. Plenty of history here at Detroit Mercy. As teams return to the court. Less than 30 left to go. Detroit Mercy set to inbound it. It's going to be Kokorin with the wingspan of Kiani Westbrook trying to block the inbound. Got to get it out quickly. And 5-second violation. We'll give it back to Oakland.
That's exactly what they needed, because they needed to get possession back in order to potentially get this basket and make it a 5-point game.
Yeah, and that's you got the possession back with no time left, with no time taken off the clock.
Yeah.
That's about as efficient as you can get in terms of that. And another timeout will be called to make sure that they use this 30 seconds properly and make sure that, we keep talking about, it's going to have to be near perfection. You got to at least map it out to give yourself a good chance at it.
Yeah, and it has to be a pretty good set play, something that Detroit Mercy hasn't seen before, because you basically thrown the kitchen sink at them offensively, and really nothing has stuck.
We'll see what play drawn up by acting head coach Deanna Richard. Former Pioneer back in the day. A historic piece of Oakland University athletics. Now taking the place of Jeff Tungett as he's out on medical leave for the Golden Grizzlies. We
wish him the best.
Absolutely. 63-55. 29.2 seconds left in Calihan Hall here. Titans with the 8-point lead. Oakland doing anything they can to at least bring this one into overtime.
You realize the effect of how much Cam Grant has missed and how much her physicality would have changed the complexion of this game. You would have been able to draw sets with, Westbrook and Grant, Johnson and Grant, and it brings that added piece of another big man, another physical body inside the paint that Oakland just hasn't had this game.
Quarles Daniels set to inbound to Markai McCormick at the top. Give it to Skorupski for the three. Can't make it in. County Westbrook with the offensive rebound, but they'll call a jump ball on it, and it was wrestled between her and Chirali Porta. That possession will be given to...
Looks like Detroit Mercy is going to call a timeout here.
22.9 on the clock here. Looking to be the longest 30 seconds of our lives here, Harj.
Exactly.
Looking at the stats here, Oakland able to keep the Titans from reaching that 50 rebound we've been talking about. 43-32 is the rebound margin. 48% from the field is Detroit Mercy. Oakland 25.9. But from three, just about even. Detroit Mercy 33.3 from three. And Oakland 30.4 from three.
Yeah, you knew Oakland was going to come out and play, and I think in terms of mentality, they've basically matched Detroit Mercy's energy. It's just been mostly execution. They have been unable to develop their paint game effectively. It's mostly been in transition points. The three-point just hasn't been there. We saw Linda Van Schaik resort to it early on, and then we saw Markai McCormick use it quite a bit. But, no one else outside of maybe Maddie Skorupski in the fourth quarter has been able to shoot the ball effectively. And that's really been detrimental to Oakland's comeback effort here in the fourth quarter.
Team's reset. It's going to be Detroit Mercy's possession on their half of the court. Inbound to Concorin. And we're getting to the foul game here. Skorupski fouling Concorin. We got to play this game, unfortunately. Concorin, you told me this is our first game this season, Harj.
This is... I don't think this is our first game this season, but this is... These 12 points that she scored today are her first points of the season.
That's incredible. If you were to tell me what you just told me, and it's given how the game went, I would have thought that she was a key piece of the rotation throughout the whole season. She's been proven to be that key piece, and I'm sure she'll see more playing time and more field goals this season. Markai McCormick for three, wide left, rebounded by Detroit Mercy with 10 seconds left, fouled by Kiani Westbrook with 9.4 left on the clock. Deficit is up to 10.
Not only that, Joe, but Annika Corcoran is now Detroit Mercy's scoring leader for tonight. So she went from basically 0 to 100 in the rivalry game, which credit to her for stepping up and being that player for the Titans.
She's absolutely going to be a key piece and one to watch out for next time the Golden Grizzlies face the Titans, which will be later this season in the arena. That game will be played on Saturday, January 13th. Oakland's got it. They bring it back. Layup by Skorupski does not go through. And that's the game here in Calihan Hall. Titans final score, win it 66-55 over the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. And the Metro Series has gotten closer now with Oakland 10 and Detroit Mercy now 6.
Well, I think what doomed the Oakland Golden Grizzlies was their lack of efficiency from the paint and their inability to get anything going on offense, coupled with the fact that they were unable to successfully limit the amount of offensive rebounds that Detroit Mercy had that led to second chance points. And that's not a winning record. That's not a winning mentality, and that's not a winning a recipe for a winning team in the Horizon League.
It's been a fun one here, and little nugget, just like in the arena, If the women's team win with 65-plus points, then Buddy's Pizza coupons go around to the home crowd. So they are especially excited for that as well. Well, we thank you for joining us for WXOU Sports for this edition of the Metro Series in women's basketball. Once again, final score, Titans win it 66-55 to cut the lead in the Metro Series. We're going to send it back to WXOU studio. Here, we thank you for tuning in. I'm Giovanni Moceri alongside Harjun Buttar, and it's back to Kaylah in the studio.
Thanks, Giovanni and Harj. So, final score was 66 for Detroit Mercy and 55 points for Oakland. The next game is men's basketball, Wednesday, December 6th at 7 p.m. versus Toledo. WXOU's next broadcast will also be Wednesday, December 6th at 7 p.m. So join us at the OU Credit Arena to take on the men's basketball. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you do not want to miss this. So be sure to tune in to 88.3 WXOU Radio. Thank you.